teammates, comrades and survivors. I've already had an hour under my belt because I left so early it was dark. Today I'm heading to Boorowa, which is about 3 hours southwest of Sydney. They have found me someone for the Barbering Biker makeover, but I'm also meeting some other interesting people, some characters of the town, which is great. If you've enjoyed this video that I do today or the next one, there's a link in there. You can donate $1 or $2. It will just go all towards, you know, the stuff that I need to keep doing these. It's like a tip jar, if you like, and I don't monetize on YouTube or anything like that, so I'm just trying to come up with ways that are fair, that when I deliver something. I want to give a shout out to Ivan Hidalgo from, I believe, from California, who donated last week into the tip jar. Thank you, Ivan. And also Mick Foy from Canberra, and JD Madam Rider. Now, she's the editor-in-chief for madamrideraustralia.com, and she is the Australian online magazine for bike riders. So they've donated a $25 tank topper. So thank you for the fuel this weekend, Mick and Madam Rider. It's been much appreciated, and also thank you all the way to California to Ivan for tipping me as well. So that's all you have to do, and I'll give you a shout out in the next video. Well, enjoy today's Barbering Biker episode. Let's go, shall we? Today's adventure before dementia brings me to the beautiful town of Boorowa, situated in the hilltop regions about 350 k's southwest of Sydney, and is of course situated on the Boorowa River down that way. In the 1860s, gold was found in them there hills, which attracted a few bushrangers, and most notably the infamous Ben Hall and Darky Gardner, who incidentally robbed the general store before fleeing to the next township. Boorowa is also home to the fine merino wool and was settled in the early 1900s by the very large Irish population. In fact, Boorowa is probably the most overtly Catholic town in Australia. In celebration of their Irish history, they have the running of the sheep, an annual spectacle down the main street. A famous story goes about when an Aussie Catholic nun was asked if she had ever been to Ireland. Her reply was, "No, but I've been to Boorowa." Before the settlers, there is a part of Aussie history we must also recognise. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land we visit today, the Wiradjuri people of Boorowa. Boorowa is Aboriginal and refers to a native bird, being the plains turkey or the Australian bustard, not bastard. So who is famous in Boorowa? Well, there's a few notables, but the most well-known for many of us is Australian jazz musician James Morrison. So why Boorowa? Well, we are heading to Boorowa Hotel, where the town has dobbed in a local lad called Andrew Diskin. And Andrew is an apprentice mechanic, and we are off to make a local legend legendary. So let's go, shall we?
I get him a coffee each week.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I sweep up for him.
Oh, you're the sweep, because apparently it's a privilege to be the sweeper. Is that right?
It is. Yeah, Peter Brewer. How are you?
Peter, I'm Chris. How are
Hello,
you?
Chris.
Yeah,
Nice
hi.
to meet
Going to
you.
meet Bert,
Try that.
the Boorowa Barber Shop.
Yes, this is it.
Now, Bert,
Hello.
it's my absolute honour and pleasure to meet you, a fellow barber. My hands are freezing. Set up. I've heard a little bit of history about you.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
So you're a barber, eh?
I'm a barber, yeah.
I know all about you. Good looking barber.
I believe everything he tells you.
No?
You're on camera there, boy.
So you come in every Saturday, do you? Or
Every Saturday morning.
every Saturday morning you're here?
Yeah.
And you've been doing it for how long?
Since 1972.
Since 1972, and you've been giving everyone a scrub up. Look at that, they're all lining up in here. Here comes Dad.
Dad's got to go up to George.
Look at that good old barber chair as well. What goes on in Boorowa? Tell me some gossip. This is where you get all the gossip at the local barbers.
Everything is told here.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
What goes in Boorowa stays in Boorowa.
That's right. It stays in the shop.
Is there any are you having a haircut as well?
Yeah, yeah.
First in, best dressed.
Oh, there's no booking system, it's just you get in here
It's a
and...
barber shop, as you know. Wait your turn.
So I'm going to the pub like in a minute, like soon
Yeah.
after here, and I'm meeting a gentleman called Andrew. So I have no idea what he looks like or...
He's got a beard, that's all I can tell you.
He's got a beard?
I don't know him actually, I know his mum, but yeah.
Right. Is that Mike McCleary? Not the infamous Mike McCleary. Get over here, Mike McCleary. Mike McCleary or Mike Ward. I did sort of talk about, oh, there's some Indians that just rolled up. My posse's arrived. So sadly, the Boorowa Museum is closed. Window of the museum, and they've got all the pictures of the debutantes from past years on both the windows, which is quite cute. I remember those pictures from my mum, and do you remember when they used to hand colour them? They'd get the black and whites and they'd colour them in. It was amazing. You know, the main street of Boorowa. I've got a good spot out the front of the pub, right near the door. So I'm with Mike. Mike, you were telling me you've been here for 9 years.
9 years, yeah.
And you were originally looking at Brisbane. You couldn't have gone further away from such a warm climate because it's quite chilly here.
Yeah, but every day we think how lucky were we to find Boorowa.
Pub, you've been 9 years, but did you do all the green? Have you sort of renovated quite a bit?
Well, my family's originally from Cork, so
okay.
we ended up in Australia and then New Zealand. So for me, it's like a homecoming.
There you go. So now, Mike, you're the one that's dobbed in, or you've found the local legend that I'm going to. I haven't seen any pictures or nothing. Andrew, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So we're all excited.
You've got a challenge.
Have I?
You've got a challenge.
No, I like that because I'm not knowing what I was walking into, but I like a challenge. Oh. So he's got a bit of hair on his head.
I think you're going to find him perfect.
We're going to see a big difference. You've certainly got an element of Ireland here. Look at this. How fabulous. Oi! I'm looking for Diskin.
Yeah.
Andrew? Your lucky day, mate. You have been dobbed in by your mates here at the Boorowa Hotel. I'm going to give you a little bit of zhuzhen up. And underneath this beanie, I know that there's a bit of a crop of head of hair there. What is it that you do, mate?
An apprentice mechanic.
An apprentice mechanic. Now, I don't want to be rude or anything, but I mean, you're not 18,
40.
About 40. So that's really interesting that, we could almost class you as mature age to be an apprentice, which I think is fantastic. So what were you doing before the mechanic, the apprenticeship? Labouring. And did this opportunity present itself in Boorowa, or did you wake up one day and say, no, I want to be a mechanic?
I've always wanted to. Back up north, no one was taking mature age apprentices, so moved down here.
And you've got a young family?
Yeah.
How many?
4.
4 kids. You've been a busy boy, Andrew. But
pass the time somehow.
You've moved from Grafton to Boorowa. That's quite a distance. It's a bit of a sea change, isn't it?
It's about 1,000 kilometres.
1,000 kilometres difference. Oh, so the 18-year-old stayed in Grafton? Yeah.
Got a 15-year-old,
Yeah.
13-year-old,
Oh, wow.
and a 1-year-old.
You had a bit of a break, like a major break, 13-year break, and you've got a 1-year-old.
Yes.
So you started again.
She wanted a kid, I wanted to get laid.
Well, it's a deal that we sometimes strike. Family. Is your wife coming in to see the change?
Yeah.
Yep.
Her and the kids.
Her and the kids. Oh, good. So we can get there. You might get laid tonight. You've been lucky. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your local legend who I've just made legendary, Andrew. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Give us a twirl, Andrew. Oh. So what do the crowd reckon? had lunch, and it was a lamb and barley soup, and let me tell you, it was awful. Not. It's fabulous on this cold winter's day, of soup and a nice glass of wine. My job is done here. So here I am at night time, and I've had a good old conversation at the bar with the locals, and I'm having my favourite, which is crumbed lamb cutlets. When you're in country Australia, lamb cutlets are the things to have. Tender, beautiful. My favourite food group, also mashed potato. Amazing food here at the Boorowa Hotel. You've got to come here. It's like you've had a big night tonight. You've taken the Boorowa rugby union team that were winning at half time, but sort of let it slip away. Is that right?
Get out.
Well, we were certainly doing very well at half time.
Right.
Top try scorer for the season so far.
Top try scorer for the season.
Another damn paradise.
It's paradise here in Boorowa. Thank you so much for all your hospitality. It's good.
How lucky were we to have you come
Oh,
aboard?
it's my pleasure.